Yeah, hello. Is Mike there? Last name, Roch.
Hold on, I'll check. My crotch! My crotch! Hey, has anybody seen my crotch lately?
The recurring bits in The Simpsons are part of its foundation. They make the show even more comforting and help build a world that fans are happy to return to, hoping their favorite parts of the vast Simpsons mythology pop up again. Of course, it's not simply a matter of rinse and repeat. The Simpsons is one of the most influential shows ever made, in part because it modifies the formula to keep the shtick fresh and fun. Everyone has their favorites, but it seems that The Simpsons' greatest gags are not only hilarious, but also leave the most room for expansion and surprise. It may be hard to believe, but the Krusty brand's seal of approval is totally bogus. Amusingly harmful examples include the Krusty clock that gets way too hot when you keep it plugged in, the Krusty doll with a spike where the head should be, and Krusty's acidic personal swabs. It's painfully clear that Krusty cuts corners with regard to children's safety, and the endless, shameless corporate neglect is always hilarious. Sideshow Bob and Bart Simpson do not get along. Ever since Bart proved that Sideshow Bob framed Krusty in Krusty Gets Busted, the former sidekick hasn't been a fan of the young troublemaker. Their rivalry has been a fan-favorite dynamic in The Simpsons for decades, and Sideshow Bob's spare appearances make each feel like a special event. Combining the highbrow with the lowbrow is what the rivalry does best, and it's charming every time. Mr. Burns has met Homer so many times over the years that the common back and forth where Smithers has to remind him who he is gets more and more absurd every time it happens. All the more insulting, this gag reaches a climax in Season 6's finale, Who Shot Mr. Burns, as Homer gets angrier and angrier that his boss easily recalls every member of the Simpson family but him. Given how afraid of his boss Homer usually is, these fits of rage feel like a long time coming, to the point of being almost cathartic, especially for longtime fans. Bart's prank phone calls to Moe's Tavern are legendary. What makes this bit fantastic are Moe's infuriated and surprisingly creative replies. The gag's most intense moment is in Season 4's New Kid on the Block, when Moe is under the impression that Jimbo is the prank caller and immediately pursues him with a knife. Without question, it's one of the hallmarks of The Simpsons' golden age.
Look at that. You can see the 4 states that border Springfield: Ohio, Nevada, Maine, and Kentucky.
It's common knowledge that no one can definitively point out where Springfield is. One of the reasons it's called Springfield is because it's an extremely common name for a town in the United States, and creator Matt Groening wanted fans to think Springfield was in their home state. The town's defining geographical characteristics vary by episode, including an active volcano, mountains, a desert, the ocean, canyons, and a swampland. In light of its scale, consistency, and variety, Springfield's mysterious location is the ultimate gag of cartoon folklore.